So basically the process starts with setting up these grade beams. The bottom of the grade beam represents the top of our gravel grade, and we're shooting it at an exact elevation. We're screeding it out with our screed over here. We drag it out, compact it, back drag it one more time to get it to fine grade it, and then we set our foam in place. This line represents the outside of the foundation wall. This line gets aligned with our string line, which represents the outside of the foundation wall. That goes from end to end. That's how we get our perfect alignment. So we start off with perfectly level, perfectly graded, compacted, and then we align the piece of foam. The next step is to actually bed the foam, and we take some pins that will drive through here and pin it into the subgrade. We've got a 2-foot long pin that will drive in with a washer on the top, and then it's set, and then we move our way down the line. Cool. Transferring layout. The string line represents the outside of the stem wall. Transferring that to our foam for the exact layout. Once we've got that layout, we're going to pin the foam into place. The difference in elevation right here represents the difference in the thickness of the footings. We go from a 10-inch footing to a 14-inch footing. Now we're going to pin this thing into place. Yeah. This is a 1/4-inch diameter. It's called pencil rod. We get it from concrete supply store. Cut them 2 foot long. I wanted at least a foot into the subgrade. We've got a really stiff native subgrade, so it holds really well. I found these fantastic little washers that fit on. We set them like this, back it with a fender washer, and then set the whole thing. And it does a really good job of just pinching everything in place. It preserves our layout. Nothing shifts around. It takes out minor deflection in the foam itself. Survey done, a hub and tack survey. and they pinpointed the exact building corners. There's a marker below this foam dictating exactly where the building corner is. We transfer that point up onto our batter boards. These string lines, this crosshair represents the outside of the building corner. This is our measurement for transferring all the layout. This is normally where a foundation guy would start to build the foundation, but we're using it to set our foam, which will then, the foundation will sit on top of that. So when we transfer these lines down, that's our string line and our markers. We've got all these different size foam blocks here. These represent spot footings. So we've got a continuous strip footing that goes the whole way through. These spot footings get some big wide flange beams that sit on top of them. The footings themselves are 2 feet diameter less than the overall foam here. So we'll still have another 1 foot of foam that goes the whole way around the perimeter and wraps up over the footing and then onto the stem wall.